So lovely to see such a fabulous group of people here, and I'm sure that you're loving this exhibition. So thank you so much for coming out and enjoying our enchanting load shedding. Because, I mean, you know you have choices with load shedding. You can either go, oh shit, it's load shedding, or you go,
yay,
turn it into an enchanting.
Come anytime.
Okay. So welcome and thank you for being here tonight. It was a great privilege to put this exhibition together. Taryn, who is serving wine outside, and myself curated this show. Billy and Tony just dropped their stuff and curated it. It took us 3 days to create this arrangement. So the catalogue is really important for you to kind of get a sense of what the narrative is about. And talking about the narrative, I'm going to go into talking a little bit about these two individuals. And they can really inform you a lot about their work. So please, ask them questions through the course of the night. Okay? Maybe they won't want to say anything, but they might. Okay? So Billy I've known for a very long time. In fact, before I was even born, you were friends with my family. So. Just kidding. Okay. So Billy is an ocean swimmer, right? And the work that you see is very much empowered by nature and her love for the ocean. And she really embarks on this spiritual journey of these faces and creating a kind of sense of connectivity to something that is not representative of human, but has a human form to it. There's something that's recognizable. I mean, there's nobody out here that's got slim little faces like this. Yeah? But they're very provocative, and they're kind of quirky and kind of fun. Yeah? So, well done, Billy. You can see with Billy's work that there's nature themes, there's oceanic themes, there's fish themes.
There's a pilot.
Sorry?
There's a pilot too.
There's a pilot even. Yeah. And like who would have thought? People could turn into anyway. So well done.
Thank you.
And the show is on until the 27th. I know that we're going through this road chatting thing. So come back, and view it during the day so you get to see the full thing. Tony Pietersen. Tony Pietersen did all the paintings on the wall, right? And he is a highly skilled painter. Right now, what you're experiencing is probably the cheapest you'll ever get him. Because after this, he's just going to go up there, right? And I'm so grateful that we get to launch your first solo in Portland.
Thank you. Thank you.
He has exhibited extensively in various group shows before, but this is officially his first solo. Yeah. So that makes me feel really good. Now, to talk a little bit about his work, he really has gone through an extensive investigation into neurotheology, neuroplasticity, spirituality, memory, how the brain operates, how we respond to people, what spirituality and the relationship that people have with the divine. It's very much in his work. But there is an entire anthology that he has written, or a dissertation, which is like, so I'm going to start at the beginning. No, because that would drive you nuts. But if you're really interested, it is here, it is part of the gallery, but if you would like a copy of it, there is a piece of paper here, you can leave your email address and I will send you a copy if you're really enthralled about the work. So I just wanted to say one thing about Tony that I think really draws attention to what we're looking at, and also talks about all of us. We are educated, we perceive, and we think dimensionally. Always something to measure up to. Yet the core of our being is immeasurable. That which is truly important has no mathematical equation, and is unalgorithmable, is truthful, good and beautiful, a curious amalgam of being. And for me, that sort of kind of ties it in to what we're seeing here. We're seeing the expression of one individual on a canvas that is completely unique to how his world is being portrayed, right? And that is just fantastic. So, well done to you, Tony.
Thank you.
Well done. Just for those of you that are wondering or maybe don't know how purchasing happens, because of indecision, we have something called a green sticker. That gives you an overnight kind of sleep on it type of experience. So you can green sticker something, come back in the morning, look at it in another light, and decide. Yeah. Then there's the red sticker, which is the sold element. You've decided on it, and your payment would only be at the end of the exhibition, which is the 27th. So you've got a paycheck between now and then. Okay, so please feel free to purchase anything and come and find me if you do. And Tony, is there anything you want to add to?
Other than just thanks, I really do appreciate you coming tonight. Really do appreciate that. And feedback would be really great. If you think it stinks, tell me. That's fine. I'll show you where the door is. Feedback is always helpful.
Yes.
Because the theme continues, even as I was in the studio today, so it carries on.
Yeah. And Tony got very excited about this. When did we start this process? About November last year, we started with a conversation of your Matthew Solar. This is not something that gets whipped out in a month. This is months, and Billy was the same. It was months leading up to this. So artists don't just whip them out of nowhere. Yeah? So enjoy the evening. If you have any questions, Billy and Tony are here, and of course you can ask me anything you like. But finish the wine, please. Cool. Enjoy.
Thank you.